There's a moment every leader reaches when growth starts asking harder questions. And it's not questions about numbers. It's not about reach. It's not even about revenue, but about alignment. Because eventually success stops asking, can I build this? And starts asking, should you? Did you hear that? Should you be building this? And today I want to talk about that moment, the one where you realize you've changed and everything around you hasn't. So buckle up. This conversation is a good one. You're going to want to listen.
No. Ooh, that's better, right, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah. She founded an architectural concrete company.
He founded a $100 million clothing company.
She took the world by storm as a social media star.
He took the world by storm as a famous serial entrepreneur.
Together we started a business.
And had babies.
Now we're figuring out the best ways to do both.
Join us as we learn from other entrepreneurs going through the same life struggles.
As they share their life hacks about success, love, kids,
and everything in between.
Hello, my friend, and welcome back to Becoming Unshakable, the Legacy Conversations bonus series, a special edition brought to you by Entrepreneur Parents Podcast, a community of strong families building unshakable legacies. I'm your host, Ildiko Ferenczi. Here we talk about the moments that shake us and the courage it takes to live in the truth when comfort would be easier. It's true. It's true. So wherever you are right now, I'm really glad you're here because this conversation is about leadership. It's about real leadership. And let me say this as someone who cares about you. You don't just build an audience. You don't just build a business. You build an environment. And your family has to live inside of it. Your children don't just watch you post. They watch who you're becoming. They don't just watch your business. They don't just watch you grow your business. They watch who you're becoming and who you are while you do those things. They watch you make money. They watch who you partner with. They watch who you tolerate and what you tolerate, what you excuse, and what you stay silent about. They are learning what success looks like by watching you live it. And this is where things get uncomfortable. But I feel it's necessary to say. At some point, you're going to notice growth exposes misalignment. You're going to wake up one day and you're going to realize the audience you built doesn't reflect who you are anymore. The business model that once worked now feels completely off. It doesn't feel aligned. The rooms you're still in no longer fit your values. And the conversations you keep having feel hollow. And people start saying it. You've changed. Yes, that's the point. That's the point because growth is change. And staying the same to keep people comfortable, that is not loyalty. I'm going to say it right now. It is fear. You're scared. You're scared to show who you actually are now. I know this because we've lived it. And most people, I want to say a lot of people in the community, most of the community has gone through this change. It's like a caterpillar. You think it's over, right? And then you get in the cocoon and then all of a sudden, bam, you're a butterfly. It's even more beautiful. You don't have to fear it because who you become that's the beauty. That's the beauty. And here's the truth most people won't say out loud. You might outgrow your audience. Listen, that's not failure. That's not failure. If you're evolving and your audience isn't, that doesn't mean you're wrong. It just means that you're different now. And as I said, right, you were a caterpillar, now you're a butterfly. It's not a bad thing. It's beautiful. And it's okay. Listen, it's okay to be cringe if it's true. Just go and say the things that you believe in, the things that you are, even if people think it's cringy. If it's your truth, go be cringy. Let me say it honestly and clearly. It's better to be cringe and aligned than polished and fake. Right? People are starving for real. People are starving for truth. People are starving for who you are, but you don't want to show it. This isn't everyone, but the people that are on this exact journey relating to this conversation. And you can still relate to it if you've gone through it. You're like, yes, that's exactly what I felt. And then I experienced what it was like to face my fears and become who I was meant to be. Can I be really honest? Can I be really honest? Some people already don't like you. Right? Some people already don't like me. So be who you are. Be who you are. Just say the things that you believe in. Be the things that you believe in. Be the person that you are with your family, with your children. Some people won't like that. Tough. Let them fall off. Let them unfollow. It doesn't matter about the total of followers, or the people that are customers in your business, because those are the ones that truly love who you are. Those are the ones that support you. What's painful isn't criticism. What's painful is pretending. You will always have haters. Everyone has haters, but living a lie hurts more. I want to share something personal with you, just briefly, just because this isn't, I don't even know the word I'm looking for. It's just, I just need to say it. There was a season in my life where on the outside, everything looked successful, right? The modeling, acting, being in powerful rooms, powerful boardrooms, founding companies, building several things that were important, building several things that worked. People could point to me and say, she made it, and they did. But inside, I felt empty. Have you ever reached your goal, but you still felt empty? That's what I was feeling. And I know that I'm not new to it because this is a whole conversation in our group, in our community. And it's because I wasn't what I was called to do. I wasn't who I was called to be. And perhaps those were things I was called to do at that time. Perhaps. I mean, this is a debate sometimes we have in the community about, well, maybe we were called to do that at that time, and then the path changed. I truly feel that was never what I was truly called to be. The skills that I learned, yes, those were lessons that I feel are very valuable for me now, but that was never who I was called to be. I know it. I feel it in my heart. I wouldn't have felt that empty if that was who God called me to be. I know that there was so much more. I wasn't living my God-given destiny. I don't think so. I wasn't helping people step into who they were created to be, like I am today. I was trying to please directors. I fit into molds. I even chased approval. I know I did. And if I said that I didn't, I think I'd be lying. I believe I'd be lying. And honestly, it was exhausting. And when I stepped away from that life, everything changed. I lost an audience. I lost rooms. I lost versions of success I once thought mattered, that others once thought mattered. But I gained alignment, and I gained peace, and I gained purpose. And most importantly, I gained the ability to raise my children in truth, not performance. And I am not who I used to be. And I thank God for that. And I share this because I know I'm not the only one who's outgrown a life that once felt like it fit. Before you reach for that coffee, consider this. What if the energy boost you're looking for isn't in your cup, but in your cells? I challenge you to swap your morning coffee for Shilajit by Symbiotica. And here's what can happen. No crash, no jitters, just clean, sustained energy, plus mental clarity and trace minerals that our bodies actually need, that are actually starving for, to be honest. This isn't just a supplement. It's an ancient adaptogen sourced from the Himalayas that supports mitochondrial function, stamina, and overall vitality. Your coffee never did that. Okay, let's just be honest. Try it for a week and tell me your body doesn't thank you. Symbiotica's Shilajit is next level wellness, and honestly, you may never go back to drinking coffee. Click the link below down in the bio and get your Shilajit today. Business misalignment is still misalignment. If you're still in business deals, you wouldn't want your children to repeat. If you're still surrounded by people you wouldn't want influencing your family, dating your daughter, marrying your son, or hanging out with your spouse, or being around your spouse. Listen, if you're still making money in ways that require you to explain yourself at home, that matters. Success that costs integrity is not success. It's a delay. It's delaying who you are called to be. Listen carefully to this. Listen carefully. Doing it again. My brain is thinking faster than my tongue can go. Thinking in Hungarian or something. The Gospel of Matthew, chapter 16, verse 26. What good will it be for someone to gain the whole world, yet forfeit their soul? Or what can anyone give in exchange for their soul? This isn't about money being awful or success being wrong. Okay, because money is a tool. It's very helpful. It can, when you are blessed, you can be a blessing to others. Okay? When you have experience, when you have knowledge, you can lead other people to where they're looking to reach, to the success that they're trying to acquire in their life, in their family, to support their family. But this is about exchange. What are you trading and what is it worth? And here's the line in the sand. Here's the moment every leader eventually faces. You can keep the audience, you can keep the business, you can keep the rooms, or you can keep yourself, your soul. Sometimes obedience looks like refinement. Sometimes it looks like subtraction. Sometimes it looks like giving it all away. Giving it all away and starting it all over again. Starting from scratch. And that's not because you failed, but because you finally know who you are. And yes, you might lose people, but hear this. You will find your people. You will. You will find your people, because when you are yourself, gravity will pull those people towards you. They will see their story in yours. And more importantly, your children will know who you are. Your children will know who you are. You won't be a different person once you step in the house. They'll watch you be one way outside and in your business and hanging out with people you know you don't want them to hang out with. They know you don't want them to hang out with, but yet you're living a completely different life from what you are chasing at home. Grab your journal. These are too good not to answer. These questions are amazing. So you're going to want to sit with these, and you're going to want to sit with these honestly. Who am I performing for right now? Ask yourself this question honestly. Who am I performing for right now? What environment am I building online and in my business? Would I want my children to repeat what they see me doing? Would I want my children to repeat what they see me doing? What would change if I stopped being afraid of losing the wrong audience? That's a good one. Where do I need to draw a line in the sand? Listen, no guilt. No guilt, just honest truth. Write it down, that what comes to you first. Okay, don't judge it in your head and try to change it and make it sound better. Just write what comes to your mind. Write it down, spill it out. Just the truth. Let me say this with love. You don't lose your calling when you lose an audience. You lose your calling when you abandon yourself to keep one. That's painful. And the real tragedy isn't starting over. The real tragedy, listen to this, is reaching the end of your life and realizing you never lived the life you were called to live. Don't let it get to that point. Do not let it get to that point. If this episode stirred something in you, share it with someone who might be standing at their own crossroads. Leave a kind review. Subscribing helps this message reach leaders who are ready to choose truth over applause. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here today. I really appreciate you pouring into yourselves, pouring into your families. This is hard work. It is hard work. This is hard work, these real conversations. And as always, we want to celebrate Daniel and Destiny from your number 2 or maybe your number 1 favorite show. I hope it's your number 1 favorite show, the Entrepreneur Kids Legacy Show. They are building something honest, faith-built, and courageous for children, for young leaders. And they're doing it with their own time, their spare time, their own savings, and so much love and hard work that goes into these episodes. And if you'd like to support their work and help them produce the show, you can do so at the link in the show notes, buymeacoffee.com/entrepreneurkids. I think that's it. It's in the show notes. buymeacoffee.com/entrepreneurkids. I think that's it. I had to think about it for a minute. But yes, so if you wanted to help produce our show, you can do that there. They are so grateful for any little bit of love. They definitely are. And let me leave you with this. You are allowed to change. You're allowed to change. You're allowed to outgrow rooms. You are allowed to outgrow friends, even family. You are allowed to walk away from success that no longer fits your calling. Okay? You have to honor your family. You have to honor who you are, who you have become. Okay? Because you can't stay stagnant. You can't have both. You can't evolve and step backwards. It doesn't work like that. It's hard. It's scary. You may have to start from scratch, but I'm telling you, you do not want to wake up with regret one day at the end and realize you did not fulfill your God-given destiny, and you did not fulfill your calling. You did not become the person that you wanted your children to see, and now they're already grown and gone. Truth requires courage. Courage requires leadership, real leadership, and it's not easy. And that leadership builds legacy. Thank you again for being here, and thank you for choosing alignment. Work on that today. God bless you. Glory to God always. I love you so much. I love you so much. We'll see you soon. This is Becoming Unshakable.
Thank you, beautiful friends, for listening to this important message from Mama. Share with someone you love and care about. Oh, and we'd love to personally invite you to listen to our podcast. It's for young future leaders ready to change the world and be a light in the dark. Listen together as a family. It's called the Entrepreneur Kids Legacy Show. We know you'll love it. Be bold, be kind, build an unforgettable family legacy. God bless you. We love you. And parents, if no one told you yet, let us be the first. You're doing a remarkable job. And remember, you are the hero of your story, because every legacy begins with a hero, and that hero is you.
This podcast is for inspirational and educational purposes only, and it is not intended to replace professional advice, legal advice, diagnosis, or treatment. The views expressed are based on personal experience and faith-based insight and are meant to encourage reflection and growth. Always seek the guidance of qualified professionals regarding any questions or concerns you may have about your health, relationships, or business.